yung gusto yung kinalabasan. Nag-obvious na dry na siya kasi 7 times ko siya binleach. It's actually this short. Paano mapapabilis ang pagpapahaba ng hair nyo? Nasa sa'yo yan kung magiging consistent ka. Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen, and what you can expect from this video is a lot of my tips and tricks on how you can take care of your hair. What are the ways on how you can make your hair longer? Like if you have watched my vlogs, previously I did cut my hair, so it's actually this short, but it doesn't look like it, right? Let's get started. First, above all of the tricks or hair hacks that I'm gonna share with you, you do you. Whatever people say about your hair, as long as you feel confident with your hair, it is best to go with it, okay? A lot of people from the start of me, ever since the start of time na nag-start ako kulot-kulot ng buhok ko, mag-style ng hair ko, marami akong nakukuha na compliments as well as some side comments na hindi ko na siya pinapansin kasi confident ako when it comes to my hair. I know that whatever style that I make, as long as I feel confident or if I feel good whenever I wear it, I will wear the fuck out of it. So that is my number one tip, is to you do you, or style your hair as you like it. Just to give you a background, my hair is actually super duper straight and it's black. When I was younger, lagi lang siyang flat and lifeless and hindi ko siya pinapansin. Actually, wala man talaga akong arte dati sa buhok ko nung bata ako until nag-reach ako ng 3rd year high school ko. So parang doon nag-start yung glow up ko. So this is I'm gonna show you a photo of me before with my old type of hair. And to be honest, wala man akong pake ng bata. Pero as I grow older, mas naging conscious ako kasi madalas ako na-compare sa a lot of people. Hindi ko sabihin kung kanin-kanino. Pero the number one thing that you should consider when it comes to styling your hair is knowing the frame of your face. And it usually dictates on which hairstyles best suit you. As I mentioned before, you do you. People say na hindi bagay sa akin yung ganitong hairstyle, or I should do more straight types of hairstyle because mas bagay daw siya sa face ko. But as I mentioned, you still do whatever you feel confident wearing. I have been through a lot of trial and error and a lot of styling. I know na hindi lahat siya perfect, and if meron akong quote or motto in life na self-made, is that lahat tayo at some point naging pangit or pumapangit, pero nasa sa'yo yan kung magiging consistent ka. With that being said, hindi ko gusto yung hairstyle ko before. Meron akong inspiration nung high school ako, si Vanessa. She's like this super duper pretty girl. Lahat tayo at some point naging pangit or pumapangit, pero nasa sa'yo yan kung magiging consistent ka. With that being said, hindi ko gusto yung hairstyle ko before. Meron akong inspiration nung high school ako, si Vanessa. She's like this super duper pretty girl in school, and I look at her hair like gusto ko yan. Like ultimate inspiration ko siya. Marami akong pinaprint na pictures niya sa parang style diary ko dati ng bata ko. But mostly is binibase ko dun yung every time tinitignan ko yung hair niya is marami siya nagagawang style kasi kulot yung buhok niya. So parang tinry ko yung pagkukulot ng hair, and ever since mas prefer ko yung hair ko na kulot even though na straight yung hair ko. Pero hindi ko siya to the point na parang pina-permanently kulot kasi alam ko yung parang bombshell type of curls is very expensive. So syempre naghanap ako ng alternative, which is curling your hair using tools. Nung high school ako, I have found 7 different ways on how you can curl your hair without using heat tools. Kasi wala ko nung tools na yun before. Like for example, yung curling iron. Nagkaroon lang kami nun magkakapatid around college. But as I mentioned, yes, I know 7 ways on how you can curl your hair without using hair tools. And dati, ang hack or yung tools na ginagamit ko is papel. Every time na in-explain ko siya to a lot of people, maraming hindi naniniwala na you can actually curl your hair using paper sheets or strips of paper. And that's how I used to curl my hair in high school. It is less damaging, pero napaka super duper effort niya. Meron kaming pangkulot, pero kasi mas matagal para sa akin yung curling time kung pangumaga ko. So gumigising ako ng kung sakali na magkukulot ako using that curling iron. It would take me about 2 hours at least to dry my hair and then style it, on top of me getting to school. So 5 usually umalis na ako ng bahay para makaabot ako sa flag ceremony namin. And yun, so hindi ko tinake yung path ng pagkukulit ng buhok using the curling iron, so I had to wash my hair every night, yes, and then kinukulit ko siya using strips of hair, using the strips of paper. As I mentioned, effort siya kasi pag kinukwento ko siya sa a lot of people, di sila makapaniwala na ginagawa ko yun every day, every night. And well, para kasi sa akin, the next day na pagkulit ng hair ko is mas confident akong pumasok sa school, mas excited akong pumasok sa school kasi bet na bet kong rumampa. Pwede nyo siyang i-search sa YouTube, but if you'd like for me to create a tutorial on it, I'd be more than happy to share with you. Though, medyo komplikado lang siya sigurong gawin kasi, truth be told, short hair lang ako. Pero wini-wish ko, sana meron kaming flat iron kasi mahirap siya actually. Mahirap siyang gawin every night, but effort is effort. And as I mentioned, nasa sayo na lang yun kung magiging consistent ka with your hair. If you're not gonna do something about it, then you're gonna have to stick with your shit. The second tip that I have for you guys, and paano mapapabilis ang pagpapahaba ng hair nyo. Ginagawa ko to nung high school ko, but it is brushing your hair 100 times. And I know effort siya, bilangin from 1 to 100, pero ang ginagawa ko na lang is parang 10 times ako mag-count ng 1 to 10. Parang mas madali siya sa akin. Kasi minsan nalilimutan ko, like for example, nasa 56 na ako, tapos malilimutan ko, pag nag-stop ako, malilimutan ko kung nakapang ilang, nasa anong number na ako ng pagbabrush or stroke ng hair ko. So, ang ginagawa ko is, nagka-count ako ng 1 to 10 times whenever I brush my hair. So, yun, gabi-gabi ko siya ginagawa while having the mindset na hahaba ang hair ko, thicker, longer, and beautifully. And it did absolutely that law of manifestation worked out for me. Sabi nga daw nila, di ba? Claim it and it will be yours. So besides brushing your hair, I recommend doing it upside down. Yung with your head nakayuko ka and then yung hair mo naka-flip. Kasi based on what I've heard from all of my research is that it promotes your parang flow of blood throughout your head. Yung 100 times na yun, parang 50 times ko siyang gagawin na nakabaliktad, and then 50 times ko siyang gagawin na nakaangat yung ulo ko. In that way, hindi ako masyadong nahihilo if in case. What you can do as well is whenever you shampoo your hair or condition your hair, it is best to do it with your head upside down. This is also a trick that was tested and also confirmed by Brad Mondo. If you have oily hair, I would suggest for you guys to only shampoo the roots of your hair. Ganun ang ginagawa ko. Sinashampoo ko yung roots ng hair ko, and then conditioner sa mid up until, and then work my way pababa ng hair ko. Shampoo specifically, I would suggest for you guys to find the right shampoo for you. Before, any type of shampoo will work for me before, nung bata pa ako. But last 2020, nabigyan ako ng shampoo bottle ng ate ko. And super excited akong gamitin yung shampoo na yun. Kasi nung bata-bata ako, yung shampoo na yun is super ganda niya sa hair ko. Parang hiyang ako nun. Pero nung ginamit ko siya last 2020, napansin ko na mas madalas magkaroon ako ng hair fall. So, nung nakakita ko ng TikTok video na nagsasabi na yung parang nag-enlist yung TikToker na yun ng shampoos na nagkukos daw ng hair fall. And one of the shampoos that was mentioned is, yun nga, yung nabigay ng ate ko. Hindi ko na lang may-mention kasi baka may isipin nyo na hindi siya maganda for your hair. But as I mentioned, sinasabi ko nga sa inyo na it may be that situation for me. It may be different for everybody else. So if you're curious on what shampoo that I use, I personally use Sunsilk na green, yung strong and dong, kasi pansin, hindi ko sure pero yun na lang din yung nalagay ko sa utak ko every time na nagsashampoo ako gamit yung shampoo na yun is iniisip ko na hahaba yung hair ko every time na iniuse ko. Every time na nagpapagupit ako ng buko, confident ako na hahaba siya kagad kasi yun yung iniisip ko na with that shampoo, hahaba ang hair ko. Though hindi man siya effective siguro, I'm not quite sure kung sakali na hindi talaga siya effective for some other people, but it is for me because I go along with that thought in my head na hahaba yung hair ko every time na ginagamit ko yung Sunsilk na cream. Let's go to number 3, which is going to hair salons sucked for me. I remember the first time na nagpagupit ako in a very long time, which was back in my first year college, hindi ko talaga gusto yung hair ko. Alam mo yung pag tinanong ka ng nagugupit sa'yo after nyung gupitan ka na, is, gustuhan mo ba or okay lang ba sa'yo yung gupit mo? And you're like, pero deep down inside po, sobrang gigil ka at sinusumpa mo na yung salon na yun at saka yung naggupit sa'yo kasi hindi mo na siya gusto ulit makita sa tanan ng buhay mo. Na-experience ko na siya multiple times in my life. So, ever since nagpagupit ako nung college, first year college ko, hindi na ako ulit bumalik sa salon. Nung nagpagkulay na lang ako ng buhok, I would suggest for you guys to find a salon or hairstylist na will know what's best for you. Nangyari ulit siya recently nung nagpagupit ako nung nagpa-short hair ako this past 2 months. Yung sis na yun kasi na nagupit ng hair ko is parang bad trip kasi araw na nagpagupit ako is the day of the Miss Universe na hindi nanalo yung manok natin. So, bad trip lang siya. Bad trip ako kasi yung pangit ng gupit ko. But, anyways, if you can cut your hair on your own, that's what I've been doing ever since. Is I've been cutting my hair the way I want it. Though hindi siya maganda, as I mentioned, hindi naman ako professional hairstylist, but lagi ko siya ni-style in a way na maganda siya kulitin, or para sa akin maganda ang frame niya pag kinukulit ko. Multiple times, it's been V-cut and layered. That has been like my go-to hairstyle ever since. Ngayon lang ako ulit nagpapantay ng buhok na short. What I can is that you look for a specific hairstylist. Siguro if you do not have one, find one that is highly recommended, or maybe talk to your hairstylist first before ka magpagupit sa kanya para on the same page kayo. But sometimes, even though na pag-usap ka na-explain mo na sa kanya kung ano yung bet mo, may mga pinakita ka ng mga pictures na gusto mo, hindi pa rin siya kakalabasan the way that you wanted it to. And I'm so sorry if that happens to you. Pretty tired of this. I've been there and it sucked. Kasi kailangan mong panindigan yung hairstyle na yun for a very long time. At up until humaba na lang yung hair mo. I hate that feeling. Sobra. Now, what is the solution if in case you don't like this cut of your hair, masyadong napaikse, hindi mo gusto yung style? What can you do? Okay, so I'm gonna share with you this one. This is a hair extension that I bought from Shopee. It looks good. It looks very natural, feels very natural. As I mentioned, trial and error to mga sis. I've ordered this specific hair, itong extension nito sa Shopee back in 2017. Nupitan ko yung hair ko. Kasi binleach ko siya 7 times in 1 year. So, sobrang dry na nun. Can you imagine? And then, kinulayan ko siyang black at the end. Kasalanan ko, din-dry out ko yung hair ko. So, ang ginawa ko is bumili ako ng hair extensions na to. And ever since wini-wear ko siya, wala nakakapansin sa work. Nagugulat na sila na extension pala yung hair ko. Ito, soft siya, human hair-like, even though synthetic siya. I've also bought one na super duper dry. Ewan ko kung nakakita na kayo nun. Yung parang mga super peke na hair, which ang tsaka sa pakiramdam mo, especially if lumalabas ka sa mainit, pag naglalagkit ka, parang, ewan ko, ang lagkit din ng feeling ng hair na yon, yung parang synthetic or plastic type of extensions, hair extensions. And then, it sucked sa feeling mo kasi gusto mo siyang hubarin kasi nga, nakakalatang peke siya or out of humidity. Highly suggest for you guys to, it's either look for a human hair extension. Sometimes it can be expensive sa Shopee, but you know, super duper worth it. Like for example, this one, as I mentioned, binili ko ata siya 2017. Over time, overuse it. Didikit-dikit siya. Parang naglalagkit, and then kailangan mo nang gawa ng paraan para ma-prolong mo yung hair extensions mo. So, how can you do that? Maraming YouTube tutorials, but what had worked out for me is yung ibababad mo siya sa mainit na tubig na may conditioner. A lot of conditioner. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys some of my other hair extensions that I've used over the past couple of years. Some I have given to my best friend. Some I have thrown out kasi super duper nasira ko nga siya. Kasi tinry ko lang siyang brushin or suklayin. And then ending, natanggal ko siya lahat from the roots of the clips. So, ito yung isa sa mga binili ko. This is parang blondie type. Hindi ko maalala kung magkano ito eh. Pero I think ko binili ko lang siya from the same shop. Nung pangit na hairstyle, hair extensions na binili ko. Though yun kasi is black, parang alam mo yung parang black na pecking hair na parang super duper shiny, obvious na parang made out of plastic siya. But this one is different. Ito siya, di ba parang real hair lang din. Sabihin natin na ganyan. Pwede na, di ba? Pwede na. But hindi ko siya masyadong ginagamit kasi ginamit ko lang siya around 2016 nung nag-bleach nga ako ng hair ko. And nag-obvious na dry na siya kasi 7 times ko siya binleach. Imagine how super dry it was. parang after ko mga nakis like, yun ay opportunity ko para magkulay ng buhok. And I took that opportunity and abused it in 1 year. I colored it blue, green, ash blonde, ash gray, and then bumalik ako sa teal green. Binalik ko siya sa ash blonde, and then black. So, yung pagkulay ko ng black, sobrang, parang, alam mo yung walis tambo ba yung tawag? So, ganun yung parang feeling niya na sobrang peke, and every time na may humahawak ng hair ko, nagugulat sila na sobrang dry, or pag may umaakpay sa akin, sobrang dry daw ng hair ko, which ako din, awkward din ako kasi ramdam ko, at hindi ko man expect na maakbay sila, at mararamdaman nila yung ka-fakean or ka-dryan ng hair ko. This has been a lifesaver for me back then. If you can see this one, and clip-on lang siya. So, like this one, same lang sila, i-clip mo lang siya, tataas mo yung parang half layer ng hair mo. And then, i-clip mo siya doon. Ganun na siya kadali gamitin. Easy on and off from your hair. And then, last one is this one. It's like a gray-ish type of. Hindi ko naman siya masyadong ginagamit. Super duper soft niya. Can you see how bouncy it is? Diba? Bongga. But, hindi ko siya masyadong ginagamit. Kasi, wala lang. Pero feeling ko maganda naman ko sakali. Tingin ko maganda naman siya. Actually, nung binili ko to, parang white lang talaga siya. Tapos ang ginawa ko is binabad ko siya multiple times sa black hair color. Parang yung dating white ends niya, parang naging grayish na lang siya. Every now and then, natatempt akong kulayan or i-bleach ulit yung hair ko kasi available na siya to be colored. But hindi ko na siya ginagawa. Binleach ko siya last year. Hindi ko rin gusto yung kinalabasan. Parang out of lockdown boredom lang. Like my fourth, I think that's my fourth hack for you guys is use extensions if in case you don't like your hair currently or hairstyle. I highly suggest for you guys to stick with your hair color. As I mentioned, it may be trial and error, especially if you have colored hair. Mas mahirap pumili ng mga hair extensions na from Shopee kasi hindi mo alam kung titerno sa hair mo or magiging natural ba siya tignan or magiging natural ba siyang kadugtong ng hair mo or scalp mo. Kaya ako nag-stick lang to black kasi for me, it's much safer and parang okay na ako dun sa hairstyle or hair color ko ngayon. Every now and then, as I mentioned, natatempt ako, but iniisip ko yung time na naging dry or super duper dry yung hair ko at hindi, to the point na hindi ko siya masuklay or ayaw ko siyang suklayin kasi sobrang brittle niya, madaling maputol. Never again. Marami din ako nakikita ng mga artista or parang mga influencers na pina-follow na nag-bleach na hair nila during lockdown. So, nung nagkulay sila, after a couple of months, bumalik din sila sa black. I think they also regretted bleaching their hair. It's their life, you know. Trial and error nga. Number 5, there are a lot of hairstyle tutorials in YouTube that you can try out, but you must have to try out different hairstyles because life is short to have boring hair. As I mentioned before, meron ng idol nung high school na ako, and then she had the most beautiful hair I've ever seen in my entire life. And I think that life-changing nung nakilala ko siya. If you guys are experiencing hair fall or shedding of your hair, I would suggest for you guys to switch to a safer hair tie. Nag-stop na akong gumamit ng Sanrio, goma, kasi napansin ko na every time na pinupull out ko siya from, you know, my hair, mas maraming nalalagas or napuputol na hair. So, ang ginagamit ko ngayon is parang silk. Medyo, hindi siya expensive, pero mas expensive siya compared to Sanrio, Goma, and also yung parang telephone band. Mga ganitong type of rubber bands. After, you know, longevity, napapansin ko na mas lumuluwag siya and then hindi mo na siya masyadong magamit kasi masyado na siyang loose for your hair, even though na multiple, mas hihigpit siya lalo for your hair pag multiple times mo siyang i-wrap up. So, hindi ko siya nire-recommend. I've been using these types of bands. Yan, parang, actually silk nga siya eh. Silk na type of hair bands for your hair and super healthier siya compared to Sanrio's, Comas, and this one. Kasi, una, is that nagsigaglide through lang siya sa hair mo. So, hindi siya kumakapit sa hair mo para every time na pinupull out mo, hindi siya magtatag. Maglilink na lang siguro sa description box ko below. Another alternative is this type of, ano ba tawag dito? Tela? Hindi ko alam kung anong tawag sa tela na to eh. Yan. Parang ganyan siya. Also, doesn't stick to your hair or doesn't tug it out every time you pull it from your hair. Also, I can recommend this one. Kasi mas safer siya for the use of your hair, which tried and tested. Mas madali siyang i-keep track. Alam mo yung mga rubber bands na kulay black lang, tag 5 piso dyan sa daan. Mahirap kasing hanapin siya after a long time. Compared to dito na makikita mo kagad gusto mo siya iniwan kasi super colorful niya. So those are my hair tips and tricks for you guys. I hope na meron kayong natutunan from this video. If you have any other comments or requests for me to create, definitely put it down below. I would love to know what your thoughts are for this video or what you want to see next in my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!